So you need a recap of Fourth Wing, but do not have time to reread it. Well, I got you. So let's jump into it. I'm going to do this as fast as I possibly can, but there's a lot. So let's get started. Violet's mom has a sickness while pregnant, causing Violet's hair to be silver on the ends. Violet's dad died because his heart failed because her brother Brennan died. Violet's mom forced her into the writer's closet. She was supposed to be a scribe. Jack Barlow tries to kill Violet on several occasions. All of the rebel children are marked with tattoos. Violet bonds two dragons, Taryn and Andarna. Taryn and Sigale are mates, making her and Xaden's lives tethered. And Tinzik, which are mind readers, have a death sentence, but Dane lives because he has to touch you in order to see your memories. Seven Unbonded tried to kill Violet in her sleep, and this is against the Codex. Taryn wakes her up, Andarna stops time briefly, and Xaden comes to her rescue and kills them. Violet tells Xaden who opened the door, but Xaden didn't believe her and asks to see her memories. Amber is killed for breaking the Codex by Taryn, which happened to be Dane's best friend. Normally, dragons can only talk to their riders, but because of the bond, Taryn can talk to Xaden and Sigale can talk to Violet. Andarna is only 2, and she is a feathertail, and they do not bond because they can accidentally pass their power to humans, and they do not want leadership to know that. Liam became Violet's bodyguard after the attack and follows her everywhere. Rebel kids are forced into the Riders Quadrant. There's 107 ranging as long as 7, and then Xaden is the oldest. Xaden and Liam grew up together in foster home. Violet and Xaden kiss because of Sigale and Taryn getting it on, and Xaden rejects her, thinking it's just because of the dragons. When Violet and Jack spar, he has red rims around his eyes. Mated pairs can't stay apart for longer than 3 days. Xaden has special daggers made just for Violet. Fourth Wing wins the squad battle and wins a trip to the front lines where Mira is. Xaden and Violet can speak in their minds. Griffins attack while on the front lines, and they are forced to leave and go back to Basgiath. Xaden has a saddle made for Taryn. This holds Violet in her seat and also holds Andarna. Jack stabs Liam in the war games. Liam falls off dragon. Violet stops time in order to catch him and save his life. Violet gets her signet, White Lightning Wielder, and uses it to shoot down the tower, killing Jack. Violet and Xaden finally do it, realizing that she strikes lightning when she owes. Xaden has 107 scars on his back for the 107 rebel children. He takes personal responsibility for them, making a deal so that they don't die and can enter the Riders instead. But if they betray, Xaden is killed. Xaden is sent to Athman for war games, and he chooses Lamb, Violet, Bodhi, Garrick, Imogen, and Soleil to go with him. Melgren can see the result of battle, but not if 3 or more marked ones are there. Griffin Riders show up to Athman. Xaden is working with them to provide weapons to kill Venin. Violet is upset with him for lying and doesn't really believe that the Venin exists. The only thing that kills Venin is the material powering the wards. General Sorengale has one of these daggers. Dane read Violet's memories and told his dad, and Colonel Atos gave a mission to Xaden to either abandon Resin or abandon command. Xaden chooses to stay and fight the Venin and gives everyone a choice, and everyone decides to stay and fight. The Marked One's parents were executed trying to expose the truth, and we all know that this is the truth. Venin created Wyvern and channeled power into them. Soleil dies. A dragon without their rider is a tragedy, and a rider without their dragon is dead. We see that this is true because Wyvern killed Day, causing Liam to die. Liam asks Violet to take care of his sister Sloane, entering the Riders next year. Lightning can give Venin, but Violet has no aim. Venin can make multiple Wyvern, but if you kill that Venin, all the ones they made die. Sage is the Venin commander. Venin have green-tipped poison daggers, and when Violet gets stabbed with one, it cuts her off from her power, paralyzes her, and cuts her off from Taryn and Xaden. Xaden says she won't make it to Basgiath and has somewhere closer. Xaden is the grandson of Sigale's second rider. While in recovery, Andarna grew larger and is no longer a feathertail, losing her time-stopping power. Xaden takes Violet to Aricia, which was burned during the war but is being rebuilt and nobody knows. Violet agrees to fight in the war, and Brennan is alive and says, "Welcome to the revolution."